Selkirk Lighthouse, at the mouth of the Salmon River, is unique in structure and appearance among all the Seaway Trail lights. Its birdcage lantern, a hexagonal dome of small pane glass, wrought iron, and copper plate, was built before the advent of the Fresnel lens in American lighthouses. It is only one of 4 lighthouses in existence to still have the original, unmodified birdcage lantern structure. The first permanent settlement of Port Ontario was established at the mouth of the Salmon River in 1801. During the War of 1812, the Port of Ontario became a haven for smugglers. On October 12, 1820, the ship Asp sunk right offshore of Selkirk during a terrible storm. That tragedy became a major argument for the building of the lighthouse. In fact, many vessels had met their fate in the waters off Selkirk. A government engineer determined in the early 1830s that the harbor had sufficient depth and breadth to anchor 30 ships safely. In anticipation of the creation of a major port, the federal government built the Selkirk Lighthouse in 1838. Originally called the Salmon River Light Station, the lighthouse was to be identical to the one in service at Horse Island Light. The birdcage lantern was built to house a parabolic reflector lamp system utilizing 8 lamps and reflectors visible for 14 miles. The light was fueled by whale oil. The keeper was required to maintain 3 lights, one on each of the now long-gone wooden piers at the river's mouth, and the third in the lighthouse. The building of the Erie Canal and the advent of a railway through Pulaski averted the anticipated commercial development of Port Ontario. The light was decommissioned in 1858. Lucius B. Cole, who began his duties at the lighthouse in 1849, apparently still lived in the lighthouse and kept the light, although officially extinguished, until his death in 1890. Had the light been kept in official service, its birdcage lantern room would have been rebuilt to house the modern Fresnel lens. The hotel was sold to a hotelier in 1895 and became part of a hotel complex built at the turn of the century. The hotel became famous for both its German cuisine and for the constant comings and goings of smugglers during Prohibition. The hotel, boarded up since an explosion in 1987, was torn down in 2016. Over the years, sand, surf, and modern development have changed the look of Port Ontario. As a result, the lighthouse is now somewhat removed from the lake, but still guides smaller boats into the harbor. On August 6, 1989, the light was reactivated and automated. Privately owned, Selkirk Lighthouse is one of the few lighthouses open to overnight guests.
I think the big attraction really is the fact that we can stay in a lighthouse. People who love lighthouses don't often get a chance to stay in the lighthouse and say, we slept in a real live lighthouse. That's the big attraction. Our family, all of whom are involved in this, are so very proud to have this opportunity. We didn't buy it to make $1 million. We didn't buy it because it was a prestigious event that we could do. We bought it because we've loved the place our whole lives, and we could tell it needed some love. And we love sharing it. We have people that come back to us every single year, whether it's to stay in the lighthouse or just to bring their boat in or to stay in one of our other cottages. They come back every year and they let us know that they think we're doing a good thing. And that's what it's all about.
Now available on DVD or Blu-ray, the WPBS TV production of New York's Seaway Lighthouses, featuring the fascinating histories of over 20 different lighthouses along the shores of New York's Seaway Trail. Order your copy today.
New York Seaway Lighthouses is sponsored by the Department of the Interior National Park Service and by Taste New York at the North Country Welcome Center overlooking the Thousand Islands Bridge.